Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Libby, and today I'm thrilled to share an overview of my StoryMap project titled The Unraveling Reign, Mary Queen of Scots Descent. If you're like me, you've probably been captivated by historical figures whose lives read like the most dramatic novels. Mary Queen of Scots is certainly one of them, and this project delves into the very real geographical stage on which her personal and political tragedy unfolded. The subject of this project is Mary, Queen of Scots, who lived from 1542 until her death in 1587. She is one of history's most enigmatic and controversial figures. My specific focus is to map and illuminate the geographical journey of her traumatic downfall. We're not just looking at dates, but at the places where her destiny shifted, from royal palaces to isolated castles, from battlefields to prisons, across both Scotland and England. The context for this journey is the 16th century, a time of intense political intrigue, religious upheaval between Catholics and Protestants, and fierce dynastic rivalries, particularly between Mary and her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I of England. Her story is a compelling blend of personal tragedy, political miscalculation, and sheer bad luck, all anchored to specific tangible locations. My overarching goal with this story map is to provide a visceral, immersive understanding of Mary's life beyond just reading historical accounts. By mapping 15 critical locations from her marriage to Lord Darnley to her execution at Fotheringham, I want to literally ground her story in space. The purpose is to show how geography was not just a backdrop, but an active participation in her fate. Each map points with its concise descriptive text and historical images function much like an exhibit description in a museum gallery, inviting the viewer to connect directly with the historical significance of the specific location and moment in her life. It's about seeing the where of her story. This project matters for several reasons, and it's why I'm so passionate about it. Mary, Queen of Scots' story was profound historical significance. Her reign directly impacted Anglo-Scottish relations for centuries, shaped the course of Protestantism in Scotland, and had profound implications for the succession of the English crown. Understanding her journey geographically helps us grasp the immense logistical and political challenges of her time. It humanizes history. Mary was a queen, but she was also a person entangled in an increasingly dangerous web. Seeing the places of her confinement, her escapes, and her ultimate end brings a tangible reality to the abstract concepts of power, betrayal, and survival. It reminds us that grand historical narratives are made of individual lives lived in specific places. For me, connecting these events to a map brings a powerful sense of being there, and I hope it does for you too. I hope readers come away with a few key takeaways from the Unraveling Reign. I want readers to understand how the physical landscape and strategic locations, from the isolation of Loch Leven to the formidable English border castles, weren't just random settings, but actively shaped Mary's decisions, opportunities, and ultimately her captivity. Her life wasn't a series of isolated, unfortunate events, but a continuous cascading downfall. Each mapped point on the timeline directly fed into the next, illustrating how the murder of Lord Darnley led to Bothwell, which led to Carberry Hill, then to imprisonment, and finally execution. It's a chain reaction visualized. Despite being a queen, Mary's story powerfully illustrates how even though those at the apex of power can be incredibly vulnerable to political ambition, betrayal, and external pressures. Her confinement in English castles for almost 2 decades ultimately leading to her execution, is a stark reminder that no position is entirely secure when entangled in such high stakes. Thank you for taking the time to learn about my project. I sincerely hope that this story map offers a fresh and engaging perspective on Mary, Queen of Scots' extraordinary and tragic life. I encourage you all to explore the full map, delve into the details of each location, and perhaps feel the echoes of history through these very real places. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, and I look forward to discussing it further into the thread. Thank you so much for your time.